All right, so we've already done this in this series, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again. I don't like the shape of this guy's muzzle. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll do a subdivision surface. So let's Shift A. We'll add a cube. I'm going to just get a side view by pushing 3. I'm going to grab that cube and move it up a bit. I'm going to scale it down somewhat. I'm going to tab into edit mode. I'm going to scale the front down a bit more. And then I think I'm going to add a couple of loop cuts. So actually, I'm going to wait before I do that. I'll come back to do that in a moment so that we can see the differences that geometry will make on this modifier. So if I go to modifiers and generate a subdivision surface, I get this. So we're going to leave it on Catmull Clark. This is a way to sort of mimic curved behaviors from straight forms rather than having a simple subdivision. And we're going to just make a few changes. So if I tab back into edit mode, we'll do a Control R. And I'm going to roll the mouse wheel to get 2 cuts, I think. And I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to slide them over just a little bit to get the geometry to shift this way so that I get a more squared off end on this side. And then I can hit enter. And then I think I'm going to do the same thing this way. So same deal, Control R, and I'm going to do just 1 cut. So I'll hit enter and move it down maybe just a bit. And I suppose just for consistency's sake, I'll do another cut going this way. Going this way, we'll do a Control R, and I'm going to settle for just the 1 cut. So I'll hit enter twice. Now that every single one of those things sort of changed the form. But now I can make some adjustments. So for example, if I'm in face select mode, maybe I grab these on Y and slide this face back. So we get something a little more like this. Maybe on edge select mode, I can grab these edges along here, and maybe I can grab those on Z a bit, and maybe even scale them down a bit. And then I think I'm going to grab them on Y and slide them back so that they become more consistent with this. I can also grab particular items, faces, or what have you. I can also adjust either the vertex or edge weight and crease values. So if we play around with these, we might end up getting something that we like, although in this case probably not. But it's still something to be aware of. Back in object mode, I think I'm going to scale this down a bit more in general. And then I'm going to scale it down specifically on Z. And then let's get a side view. Let's grab this and just kind of roll it into place. I like that a little bit better. Although I think actually now that I look at it, I'm going to scale it back up somewhat. And I think the other thing I'm going to do is rotate it down slightly. Grab it and move it into that type of a position. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shade that smooth so that we get a look a little bit more like this. I'm going to move that down more yet. I'm going to grab this and move it up a little bit to maybe get a little bit of an upward curve to the snout. And then I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and I'm going to apply this modifier. And then what I will do next is I'm going to come back in and make some modifications to the shape of this overall head before I go ahead and join these together.